Hey guys, welcome back to Struggle YouTube channel. For this video, I have some amazing new deals to share with you. Now, most of the video is going to be Amazon deals, but I did want to start off with some Walmart deals. See if any of these get your motor running. Now, for this one, I know tires are very specific. Actually, by the way, we're going to have a little window popping on one of those little YouTube shopping links in about 5 seconds if you are interested in this thing. Tires are a little bit specific, right? You got to have the vehicle for this exact tire, but it seemed like a really good deal. It started out at $156 down to $62.53, and every once in a while, Walmart has like crazy prices on tires. And here we have Goodyear Eagle tires. So if we look down below, always go down here a little bit because look, like here's another clearance one. It starts out $119 down to $101.02, and it's the Accelera. $265.30.19 on that one. So you might want to scroll through here. There's a little arrow here that'll scroll through all those. But $62.53 started out at $156. I mean, that's almost $100 off for a tire. Now, I got one more tire that I want to show you, and then we'll get into some other stuff. Uh-oh, it didn't like me doing all this. If I hit this, is the whole thing going to go bye-bye? Don't go bye-bye. Don't go bye-bye. It kind of did. It didn't like me opening up a bunch of pages at once, apparently. So this one, I think we have enough information that we can still bust this out. Starts out at $231 and down to $67. So the Goodyear Eagle, $255.30.19. I need some $255.65 15s. That ain't on the list. Ain't on the list. I don't see the little scroll thing either. It probably was here originally before I just hit that little X button. But down to $67, boy, it's like $180 off or some big amount right there. So definitely check it out if you're in, especially we're getting towards wintertime. If you live in the north and you got snow and bad weather. Is it inclement weather? Is that what they say? Is that the word? Is that the only time you ever hear that word? You know, there's different words within our language that you always know, like the preceding or the word that will be after it, because it's like the only phrase that that word is ever used in ever. It's so weird how we like use them as a conjunction. And it's the only to inclement. Is there anything else that's that? Let me know. So we have another Walmart. Oh, it's going to do this every time, you rat bastard. If I hold this, oh, it's quick. The first time I had to do that, it was like a 45-second hold. Come on, come on. So we have a swing set, if this ever, there we go. Sports Power Addison wooden swing set, heavy duty, double A-frame, and lifetime warranty. You get the blow molded slide. $399.99, $244.11, $150 off of this bad boy. I want to say there was different options available here. I'm not seeing it, but oh, I think it's just these little buttons right here. So we have different ones that may all be on sale, but this is the time to buy. You buy off season. Everyone bought these things in the spring, and they paid $399.99. But you're smart. You're a savvy shopper. So you buy in August. Hell, you don't even have to have it installed right away. Leave it in the box. Put it in the garage. Leave it in the box till spring. You just build it in the spring. You buy it in the fall. Okay, also it comes with the anchor kit, which is amazing because if you remember my gazebo story, their anchors were just a straight shaft. No disc at the bottom or whatever you would call it. But that's what holds. That's what gives it the anchor. The straight shaft, which we learned and already knew but thought it was going to be safe, doesn't hold shit. It totos its ass all the way from Kansas to Illinois. $244 on the swing set here. This one, $25.22 for one of these dual shower heads, felt like a really good deal, especially when it's a name brand. Sometimes we see cheaper ones with Amazon and the promo codes, but people are a little bit hesitant on some of those things. So hey, we're getting Delta, name brand. You've heard of it. Was $46 down to $25.22, and it's the dual shower head. It's very similar to the one I got. I kind of like it. It's really good for washing the dogs. You can wash a dog like crazy with this thing. It has other cool uses too, but it's for another time. Now this one, I'll admit, I know nothing about these. It looked like a good deal, and this chair is annoying the shit out of me. Can anyone else hear that? Every like little move, I'm trying to stay perfectly still, and all I hear is creaking. This doesn't normally happen. I sit in this chair every day. Stop it, chair. You're annoying me. Distracting me from my work. So, I've never owned a boat. Never shopped for a trolling motor, but this one says it's normally $269 and down to $159.99. The Costway 46-pound freshwater transom mounted trolling motor, 36-inch shaft. Now, 46 pound, is that like the actual weight, or is that like a unit measurement for the thrust of the trolling motor? Because I feel like that's more important. Do I care how much it weighs? Because it pivots. It pivots, right? Like this is going to pivot. That's what that is. Right? We're attaching to the boat. We got a lever. We want to not use it. We tilt it up. Okay, so at 46 pounds, I have a lever. I don't care. I feel like maybe that's a thrust, a propulsion number. Obviously, I know nothing about boat motors. Obviously. Okay, now we're going to get into the Amazon deals. Here we have the leather welding gloves, 13-inch fire heat resistant gloves by Andanda, and these are the size large, 50% off. We've seen these on sale in the past. Starts out at $13, going to be $6.50. Not sure when that expires. All of these were just posted today because we just did a video yesterday, didn't we? I think we just did a video yesterday. So all of these were just posted today. These are the latest and the greatest, and they're all working right now. $6.49. Another thing these things are great for, yard work when it involves needles. I don't know what kind of bush it is or plant, but I got a plant out there that has needles that are sharp as shit, and they are like 3 inches long. Like this is going to go in one part of my arm and just stick out the other. They are absolutely terrible. So gloves like this do really well. Even like a pine tree. You got like a blue spruce or something with the little pointy guys. Not the white pines, long, soft needles. You don't need nothing. Those, you could lay on a bed of white pine and you get a good night's sleep. But not blue spruce. So sometimes gloves like this come in really handy when you got to cut down one of those or trim or something. Because they're nice and thick. Everyone likes it thick. 140 amp MIG welder. 110 volt flux core MIG stick lift TIG 3-in-1 multi-process welding machine. Okay, so it's a welder. It's by Guazi, and it's 30% off. It's actually a pretty good price to begin with. $79.99. That's actually a good deal. Like you could buy that and you wouldn't be mad about that. You wouldn't go around and be like, oh man, I bought this thing, I got totally screwed on it. No, you're okay. But then we have a 30% promo code. It brings it down to the 50s. I think it was like $55 after the discount. And it's got pretty good reviews. It's 4 out of 5 championship belts, but 394 reviews. So they have sold thousands of these in order to get to 394 reviews. And they've maintained 4 out of 5. So we're pretty confident. Throwing in another shirt deal. I've been buying a bunch of Amazon shirts lately, so as I'm searching and I'm finding, I'm going to just kick them back to you too. This is the men's dry fit golf shirts, moisture wicking performance polo shirt by Pins Park. Now, we talked about them a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago, with a different shirt deal, so you may have bought that and have experience with it, and you kind of know a little bit now. Do you like them? Do you not like them? Is it like, oh yeah, that was really good, I want another, or that was some bullshit, I don't ever want to wear that again. Now, this is $19.96 for one shirt, which I don't, it's the fancy-ass golf ones, but it's not just the basic, and also it came with different patterns and different sizes, and the price was slightly different depending on the size and the pattern you were looking at, but it kind of closely fluctuates, or, resembles this one here. 50% promo code, 10% coupon. There's also a 15% off when you buy 3 or more. But here's the breakdown. 50% works no matter how many you buy. You buy 1, you buy 100, you save 50% on all of them. 10% only applies to the first one that you buy. So if you were to buy 3 to take advantage of the 15%, then the 15 applies to your total. So the 50 and the 15 comes off the total. The 10 comes off of just 1. And again, they had different patterns, different sizes obviously available. And I don't know when that expires. But again, it is good right now. But even if you just get one, 60% off of 20, you're under $10. And I bought this brand myself, and I personally like this brand. Diamond core. This chair's still making noise. I don't think it's loud enough to be picked up on the microphone, so you guys are like, what the hell is this idiot talking about? But I'm telling you, I'm about to throw it out the window. If I gotta listen to this one more time while I'm trying to figure out what to say, I need a little woosah. Also, I didn't get any sleep last night. Scooter's been sick. He's been throwing up constantly, so I'm getting up to clean that. And then he gets up in the middle of the night to go out, and then I couldn't go back to sleep. And I'm like, oh, God, this is being a terrible day. Diamond core drill bit set. Focus. Remember on Mallrats. Focus. She said focus. 10p. That's a pretty good movie. If you haven't seen it, go back in the Wayback Machine there and go to the 90s. Diamond hole saw kit. Triangular shank with storage case. And that's a pretty nice looking case. Tell me that's not a fancy ass case looking right there. And this is by Vore. Our friends at the Vore, we got a couple of Vore deals that are going to be coming up in this video. Starts out at $46, but then 50% off brings it down to $23. You got the Diamond Core bit set. Fancy ass case. This is supposed to go through the 22nd. And just barely over $20. Diamond bits have gotten really cheap. Those things, when they were first coming, they were expensive. You'd spend more than that on one. And there still are. I mean, depending on what you're getting, you can still pay a lot. But there are cheaper options. Especially for the occasional user. Like, if this is your job and you're using them all the time, okay, maybe you step up a little bit. But if you just need to drill a couple of holes, I don't need to, like, max out my credit card on a drill bit. It seems kind of ridiculous. Forstner bit set. 16-piece drill bit set. 1/4 inch to 1 5/8 inch. Carbon steel by Vore. Again, 50% off. And a handy-dandy case. Now, it's not a fancy-ass case, but it is still handy-dandy. $45, half price, $22. And you're getting a bunch of them. And these, I used to sell these on Amazon, the Porter cable ones, because Menards had them on, like, super clearance sale. But I remember the original prices, and when you start getting into the meaty sizes up here, those Porter cables, they're like $12 a piece, $15 a piece, $10 a piece. You know, the bigger the size, the more you got to pay. That's how it always works. And then the little baby ones were like $4 or $5. But as I'm looking at this and thinking about what I was selling those for and what Menards had the Porter cables for, I'm thinking, boy, this set is worth so much more than $45. And then we're also getting 50% off. That's 50, not 15, 50% off of it. Do your little hidden hinges with these guys, little concealed hinges, and cordless brad nailer, battery powered, 18 gauge. Anyway, that was Joe Biden, by the way. 2 by 20 volt max. Actually, I gotta smell some hair first. Let's see, we're getting 2 batteries here. Got a charger, getting 1,000 nails. I'll have to come up with some camel face references, but she doesn't talk, so, you know, she's got the basement strategy out. So what can you make fun of? She doesn't talk. We're cackling. Let's see, $179.99. Got the brad nail. So it is an off-brand, which I haven't looked it up. I probably should have looked up this brand to see how many cordless tools do they have. They have the same batteries. Because if they had several, especially if they had several different nailers, so you could get a little bit of everything, or like a stapler or stuff like that, that would definitely add to the value of the deal. But cordless nail guns, expensive. I don't know the innards of these things and the specifics of what makes them so expensive, but they are damn expensive. But this one, we're getting the 23% promo code and a $20 coupon on top of it, plus the 2 batteries. Despite the expense of these things, they are a beautiful invention. Because one, we don't want to be swinging hammers. Too old for that shit. Too fat for that shit. We do not want to be swinging hammers. Also, air hoses suck. They suck. always tripping over it. It's getting in the way. It makes things bulky. You can't get it into places. You got this big ass air compressor you're lugging around. It's heavy. It's always running. It's loud. Boy, there are not many things to like about an air compressor. So we go cordless anytime that we can. Even if you got to pay up for it. You know what? Sometimes it's worth it. Airless paint sprayer with cart, 750 watt by Vore. Now we had one that was similar to this. I know it wasn't the exact same ASIN because when I looked it up, this specific product did not pop up. But I'm telling you, I love these things. And the one I have isn't by Vore. It says Max Spray on it, but I think that's the model. I don't think that's the brand. Anyway, they gave it to me last year, 2 years ago. You guys saw the video. I hate painting, and this makes it go very, very fast and very, very easy. And when there's a task that you hate and a tool makes it much, much, much better and tolerable, that becomes a beautiful tool. And that's why these are beautiful tools. So $229, 50% off. And then another 5% with the coupon. So 55 total percent off. It's like, what, 110-ish? I'm trying to read the thing real quick. I don't know if it says how long the cord is on that, or not really cord, but the hose attaching to the gun. I don't know. It looks pretty long. You'll be okay. Boy, you get one of them 5-gallon buckets, drop this thing in there, and you just go to town. You just spray your little ass off. It's good stuff. Good stuff. Ultra battery jump starter. Portable, 5,000. Wow, that says 4. Dumbass. Car jump starter for up to 10-liter gas. An 8-liter diesel. 12-volt jump box. USB charger by Astro AI. Well, I like Astro AI. I had some conversations with them many years ago, not within the last 4 or 5 years, but I really like their stuff. They should send me more free stuff. $169.99. Now, I need to look this up because I think the prime price is $99.99. That's right. I had to say that before I paused it, so you know I didn't cheat and look before. Prime members, you start at $99.99. From there, you take 20% off, which brings it down to $79.99. And then you take $20 off, brings it down to $59.99. Now, we're going to be posting these pretty regularly coming up because these are amazing to keep in the car in the winter, especially if you're in a northern climate where it gets cold, batteries die, and you get stranded. Boy, I wonder, now this is a good thought here. Actually, it's probably not a good thought. Someone totally knows the answer to this, and I'm wrong. But could you use these in an emergency situation if you were dumb enough to buy an electric car living in a northern climate? Because if you remember last year, a bunch of people got stranded. They said you only get like 40% of the range or something because of the heater running and all that. Can you use one of these or something? So let's say a power station or something and get any kind of like emergency juice into your car just to get you like to safety or something, get you off the road, get you to the next town, whatever it is. Boy, that would be good to know. Because if that is at all possible, and you have unfortunate brain performance, then you might need one of these. But for all the other people out there, look, even, batteries go dead. They get cold. They're like me when I'm cold. Don't work real well. So you got to give them a little kick in the ass with one of these little boxes. Plus, it can charge your cell phone, which is another great thing to have an emergency in your car, just in case. If your battery's dead on your car, you sure as shit don't want your battery dead on your cell phone. So to have something with a battery in it that can keep your phone charged up, it's really a beautiful thing. But I absolutely love these jump starters. They work amazingly, and like these manufacturers of vehicles, because these aren't all that expensive, need to start including these in the car. Like right next to your spare tire, there should be a compartment that has one of these. It's like that important. Because look, I bet batteries go dead more than tires go flat and get stranded, right? Maybe not. I've had both happen, so. How about you? Have you had both happen? I've had both happen. 2-pack power tool organizer, wall mount garage tool organizers and storage, 3 layers, heavy duty drill holder by Vore Modern, 40% off. Lots of companies are making these now. When these things first came out, prices were expensive. Only a couple of companies had them. Now, millions. Prices come down. So, starts out at almost $45. And then we have a 50% promo code, which means I should have updated that. Is it 50 or is it 40? Which one is wrong? Is the title wrong? Or is this wrong? Normally the first 2 digits, not always obviously, is the percentage off of the code, by the way. Here that does not apply because it's 66. A little inside baseball for you. Anyway, I don't know. It's either 40 or 50% off. It's 40 or 50% less than $44.91. And you get 2 of them. And not only do you get 2 of them, but they're like the triple shelfer. You know, some of them are a dual shelf. This is the trifecta shelf. Okay, it's not the quinella. We ain't that big. But we're trifecta in this shit. And we got the drills here. Got a little sidebar. Put our batteries. Put our chargers. You got 2 of them. You got 2 cordless brands. Maybe you're in Milwaukee. Maybe you have a little DeWalt on the side. You got a side chick of DeWalt. And you just keep them all organized. You're in Milwaukee. You don't want to mix them. Boy, I actually know what you do. You mix them and then you post it somewhere on social media and you'll get people having a big old hissy fit. 2.5K dash cam, 1440p camera with a 32 gigabyte card, night vision, 170 degree wide angle, loop recording, G sensor, emergency recording. Boy, you gotta love the G sensor. You gotta hit that G sensor just right. By IZR. Normally $39.99. That's actually a sale price. So it's normally $60. It's on sale for $39.99. Then there's a $10 coupon, which $10 is actually kind of a lot on a $40 product because that's 25% off. And then we have a 15% promo code, and that's supposed to go through the 21st. Of course, the coupon could die at any time. You know, we don't know anything about the expiration of that. But let's see, 15 off 4, 2, that's 6. And then there's 10, let's carry the 1. It's a little bit cheaper than $39.99. And the thing is, sometimes they get low enough that now I'm worried. Like, is it great quality? Is it not great quality? I would definitely open up the listing, see if anyone's showing pictures or videos of the quality, and, you know, judge for yourself. But on the other hand, it's also like really cheap. So you might want to just take the gamble on it. Or you save up, you go big or go home and spend like $150 on a dash cam, which kind of sucks. I'd definitely rather spend 20 something. You know, looking at this now, I need to hook up like a power source and put one of these on my lawnmower. Wouldn't that be awesome to have a dash cam on your lawnmower? I mean, you never know what happens in front of you in the lawnmower. Don't you have interesting shit that happens while you're mowing the lawn? I do all the time. 12-pack. Oh, this is a really good deal. This should have been farther up. There's going to be like 40% of the people still watching by now because we're 24 minutes in and people just don't want to wait around for me yapping. So those people, the impatient people, the people that are too good to hear the sound of my voice, they all logged off. They're all out of town. And they're missing out on maybe the best deal of the video. Maybe the best one. 12-pack LED recessed lighting, 4-inch, ultra-thin junction box. See your 5 CCT. I'm trying to think what CCT stands for, but it's these. It's the hues, your little K scales. So you got the warmies over here, and you got the coolies over here, the yellows and the blues and the whites in the middle somewhere. Actually, yeah. Selectable, dimmable, canless wafer downlight by UVFD. It's 50% off. So this is a 12-pack though. Starts out at $80, and then there was other ones too. There was 4 inches. If you click this guy right here, there was 4 inches, there was 6 inches, and then there was also different quantities. But half price on any of them. I didn't check if you get more than one though. Starts out at $80. Of course, half price brings you down to $40, and you're getting 12 of them. So 40 divided by 12 is how much you're paying each light. 53 reviews, 5 out of 5 championship belts, and these are super easy to install. That's what I really love about them. Once you get your hole, you gotta get the right size hole, and then you got these little spring-loaded clips, and you just push them in, tuck it up, let it go, and those things just spring into place. They hold it nice and tight up into the ceiling so you don't have any kind of gappage or anything, and they're super light. You don't need any kind of bracing or framing or nothing. It just holds onto the drywall or whatever you got up there. You can have plaster up there. You can have paneling or something. I don't know. You have like wood. I don't know. But it holds it. That's the point. And then, of course, the junction box, even that, like I got a spot over here. The junction box is laying on the ceiling on top of the drywall. I ain't doing nothing to it. I didn't attach it to nothing and just let it sit there. Once it's there, who's going in the ceiling? But your little switch is on there to change the hue. Now, one thing I would say is, even if you don't care which hue it is, or the K scale, whatever that is, at least make them all the same. Because if you make one different, even if you don't care, you're gonna have visitors coming to your house, and they're gonna think poorly of you. If you have like a square of like 4 of these in a room, and 3 of them are blue and 1 of them is yellow, even if you're like, piss on it, I don't care. No, you are going to be judged. Everyone who walks in, they're gonna think, this guy don't care about his stuff. He's just leaving a yellow ass light up there. It'll only take a couple minutes to fix that, but he leaves it. What else does he just leave around here? Do you hear that chair now? Wait, there we go. You guys got to be able to hear that. I've been hearing it all 27 minutes. So there it is, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure you give the video a like, subscribe for a nice subscriber, and I'll see you next time.